Hey, everybody. It's Ask a Colorado Therapist time. I'm Steve. I'm here in Colorado. I'm a Colorado therapist. And I'm in a very Colorado y coffee shop. All right. I'm in Westcliffe, nice little mountain town. We're a little laid back in the mountains. Let's do a live stream. Okay. Let's talk about clinical topics. I've got a few things to kind of cover. If you have questions, you can ask in the chat section live, or you can ask in the reply section afterwards. All right. I've got 2 hours. I've got 2 hours until my next session. So I got to be, we'll see how long we go, but I could go for a good hour or so. All right. By the way, speaking of Colorado, I've got my Colorado hoodie, very Colorado-y, Walsenburg. So I used to work there. There you go. So, all right. So let's talk clinical topics. I've got two people watching. Please say hi. Please say hello. All right. And first of all, let me get a sip of my decaf. I got a decaf Americano. It's not very exciting. By the way, before I even get started, all right, this is called the Sugar Lump. The Sugar Lump Coffee Company, something like that. And it's in Westcliffe, right on Main Street. They have stickers. They got like shirts, lots of like Colorado-y gifts. Then they have stickers that you can buy. Colorado with a heart. Isn't that lovely? Here's another one. Westcliffe. Our elevation is 7,867 feet. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Got the heart. Colorado since 1876. We're celebrating our 150th anniversary or birthday. Since 1876, we've been a state. 150 years. That's not too shabby. All right. And this one says Colorado. When it says Westcliffe, there you go. Colorado. All right. So, all right. So, just briefly about me, I'm an LPC. I've been a licensed professional counselor since 2005. I'm in private practice. Been in private practice now for like 8 years. And I see all my clients by video right in my living room. So you don't have to be in Westcliffe to see me. You can be in Denver, Colorado Springs, Boulder, Grand Junction. And as long as you have internet connection and privacy, I'll see you by video. So, all right. Get that out of the way. All right. It still says there's 2 people watching. I really appreciate everyone watching. Hold on. Let me just see what's before I get going here. Okay. I got it off. Okay. Got the volume off. All right. So I put in the title heading a few topics. And for this live stream, I am leaving my comfort zone because I don't have my trusty yellow legal pad. I'm out of my comfort zone. I'm just speaking more from the heart and trying to be more conversational, right? Because I'm in a coffee shop. So, anyway, first topic. What did I put there? Panic attacks, anxiety. Do you struggle with anxiety? Have you ever had a panic attack? The hard truth hard truth, I shouldn't say that, but sometimes when people have their first panic attack, they think they go to the emergency room because they don't know what's going on. And it's totally understandable. A rapid heartbeat, when you're having a panic attack, some of the common symptoms are a rapid heartbeat, almost like it feels like difficulty breathing. You might have chest pain, like really intense fear. You might have shaking and trembling. You might almost feel like you're dying. Those are all, unfortunately, what a panic attack. Those are the basic symptoms of a panic attack. I still want to stick to my number one piece of advice, which is, do you have a therapist? Do you have a therapist? Do not go it alone. If you're suffering with anxiety, if you're suffering with fear of having a panic attack, or your anxiety affects your health, it affects your sleep, sometimes it affects your ability to leave your house, whatever social anxiety, don't go it alone. Do not go it alone. Hey, Janice. Hey, by the way, I'm lecturing. Hey, Janice. Yes, Janice. How are you doing? I'm in a very Colorado-y coffee shop here. Okay, it's called the Sugar Lump. It's a really nice place, and there's hardly anyone here because, well, I'm not really sure why, but it's like a wintry day. It's going to rain. It might be like a little bit of sleet, and it's probably going to snow in the mountains. It's very Colorado-y for it to be potentially snowing again in May. We got a snowstorm on May 1st. Anyway, all right, this is just speaking from the heart, okay? And I feel like I'm just lecturing to myself or whatever, but seriously, find a therapist who knows what they're doing and specialize. They have experience in helping people with anxiety, and try to get at the root cause. Do the hard work. There's lots of underlying factors that can drive someone's anxiety even to the point of panic attacks. I really want to encourage you to find a therapist you feel comfortable with. And all right, that's all. I'm speaking in very general terms because I don't sometimes people will ask me and they'll say, hey, what do you do? How do you help someone with panic attacks? And here's the thing, I'm a person-centered therapist. So my attitude is, okay, well, which person? It's not a one-size-fits-all for almost everything, in my view. It's not a I need to know that client. I need to know their personality. I need to know their strengths. I need to know their weaknesses. I need to know their story. I need to know their current struggles, and I need to see their heart. Then it's easier. It's easier to craft a treatment plan, so to speak, a game plan for helping someone to work through their anxiety. There's different kinds of ways that anxiety manifests itself, whether it's social anxiety or post-traumatic stress disorder. There's panic attacks. So I'm just rambling a little bit here. Oh, Janice, have you had a panic attack? Have you ever had one? I'm real sorry if you have, but there you go. By the way, I'm going to hit the hearts button a bunch of times. Hit the hearts button. Everybody, hello, all 5 people. Let's talk therapy. Let's talk. I got my list of things, okay? And anyway, so I was talking about panic attacks, and it's not a fun topic. It's not fun, but I'm still sticking to my main point. Do not go it alone. How many times do you have a struggle or some kind of difficulty, or you're just filled with emotions, and then it's intuitively you isolate and you don't talk to anyone? You know what I mean? Just the principle is connect with other people. Go talk to somebody. Go find a therapist. Go talk to a therapist. Most therapists are really good. They're going to listen to you. They're going to be a professional friend. They're professional, but then they're also never going to judge you. They're safe. If you don't feel safe and comfortable with that therapist, then go find another one. It's okay to fire a therapist and go see another one. All right. So anyway, all right. That's my little. Let me sip some. We're a little laid back in Colorado. That's right, baby. We're a good state. We're laid back. It's kind of cold a lot of the time, for 8 months of the year. We are celebrating our 150th birthday. I know the country is celebrating 250. We're celebrating 150, baby. Westcliffe. Don't you know it, baby? What else did I put on the list? Let me talk about hopelessness. I actually want to talk about that. Hopelessness. Life is hard. Isn't life hard? Like super hard? You're lucky if things go relatively okay. I mean, there's good in life, right? Sometimes with my clients, I'm always, it just depends, but especially my clients where they're kind of down, maybe they're a little depressed. I'm always trying to gauge, like, do you have any hope? What's your hope level like? Do you think you feel hopeless? Some of the challenges you're facing, are they hopeless? If they feel hopeless, I want to give you empathy and support and validate your feelings, all that good stuff, right? And then also, it's like, let's process it. Is your situation really hopeless? You know what I mean? Sometimes our brain does tricks on us and just tells us, no, there's nothing I can do. I'm stuck. And, look, a lot of my clients in their 20s and into their 30s, like, look, we all have problems, all right? But I'm 54. So sometimes my clients in their 20s and 30s, I work a lot with people in that age group. They've got their challenges. They're totally legit. You've got my full support and empathy. But sometimes it's like, wait a minute, is it really hopeless? Could you try something new? Could you leave your comfort zone? Could you, whatever, try a new job, move somewhere, do this, do that? There's so many things. It's like you're not stuck. I suppose it depends. It depends on whatever the specific issue is. But I'm not always so sure my clients are as stuck as they think, you know? And anyway, I just care deeply about that hopelessness issue. And I actually do want to bring this up. But for people where they have suicidal thoughts, they're almost like they're thinking of either suicide or what's even more common. First of all, if you have suicidal thoughts, it's okay to talk to a therapist. Talk about it. All right. I mean, that's going to be the heart of this live stream. Is go talk to a therapist. Go talk to a therapist. You don't have to see me. Go see somebody. Go Google good therapist in your city. Go call that person. Anyway, but so there's kind of like suicidal thinking, and there's like a lot of my clients have like it's almost like passive preoccupation with death, where the mindset is, I would never do anything to end my life. But boy, if I could just go to sleep and almost like magically not wake up, I'd be okay with that. You know what I mean? If I could just push a button and painlessly expire, I'd be okay with that. That's common. It's okay. You're not a bad person. You know what I mean? Probably means you've been struggling. You've been struggling with life. It's been kicking you in the butt. Sometimes things do feel kind of hopeless. You know what I mean? That's why we need people. So I just care deeply about the hopelessness. Sometimes, anyway, I trust you know what I mean. Okay. Try something tough. Oh yeah. You got it, Janice. Oh, you got it, Janice. Hey, hey, wolf cat. Hey, cat. I remember you from a previous live stream. Hey, I'm in Colorado. This is where I live, and I'm in a very Colorado-y coffee shop. Right here, I've got some Colorado stickers. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Did you put that on the back of your car? Colorado. How about that one? How about a Westcliffe? That's where I live. I live in Westcliffe, baby. Elevation 7867. Yeah. By the way, I want to be clear to those in the chat section. You can ask questions. If there's like a topic, I'm willing to converse with you if I have knowledge, whatever. Let's just have a conversation. I'd buy you a coffee if you were here. Okay. There's only 4 people watching. So, so but anyway, seriously, let's all grab a coffee and talk about life. Yeah. I like the heart. Colorado. The first 2 live streams, I was in Arizona. That's why I kept wearing tank tops. It was so hot. Now it's like I still have a tank top under here somewhere. But now I got my hoodie. Today it's like only 50 degrees. So that's the high. It's about to kind of rain. I think the mountains are going to get pummeled with snow. So we'll see what happens. So I brought my cactuses in. I have a couple of cactuses and an ocotillo. I brought them in because I just want to protect them from cold, wintry kind of weather. So May is a questionable month. You know, it's spring, but we still get some snowstorms. So there you go. Anyway, all right, what else did I put on the list? Let's talk about. All right, I want to talk about relationship loss. I don't think people realize like how hard it is when someone, like if you're getting divorced, how hard that can be. It's almost like a special kind of grief, that relation, like divorce. I call it divorce recovery. Really important. And then also like, okay, if you're not married, but you've been with somebody for some time and the relationship ends, it might be a good idea to talk to a therapist just a little bit, just to keep your head straight. If you're heartbroken or you feel guilty, there's all this residual emotional baggage. It's okay to talk to a therapist. Relationship loss. Yeah. And really, the whole divorce recovery. I call it divorce recovery. It can, especially if you've been married for a prolonged period of time, however long, even if it's been short, it's still something where it's like. Anyway, I'm not even a good job articulating that, but I care deeply about supporting people where they're leaving a relationship or they're debating, should I stay in this relationship? I'm getting divorced and I'm a mess. What's your support system like? You know, take good care of yourself. These are my like general things. Anyway. Oh, it's 55 and cloudy. Oh, you're in Oklahoma? Things are okay enough and okay. What's funny is people from Oklahoma and Texas, when they come up to Colorado, depending on the route they take, Westcliffe is like one of the first mountain towns that they get to. So we get a lot of Texans and Oklahomans who come in the summer. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, it gets so complicated with relationships. And of course, every situation is different. But if you're in like some kind of relationship, a marriage, getting divorced, there can be so many like emotional baggage challenges going on. And it's like, are you still acting like, oh, I got to just suck it up on my own? Don't do that. You don't even have to see a therapist, but like, do you have friends? Do you have people you can talk to? Do you have that one mentor or just somebody that keeps your head straight? All right? I've got a friend where I won't reveal because she's kind of local, but she's at like weeks. Sometime this month, she's getting divorced. She was married for 14 years. And some days she's fine, happy. And other days she's like a mess. And I usually don't hear from her when she's a mess. So, so you just try to support her and encourage her and try to be a good listener and all that good stuff. So, but I think the rule of thumb that I've heard, and I could be, I'm not an expert, but for every 5 years you've been married, it might take 1 year of healing, 1 year to heal for every 5 years of marriage. So you can kind of do the math, you know. And I heard that somewhere. It kind of makes sense. So, but when in doubt, expect to need to heal more. You know what I mean? And of course, we don't want to suffer. We don't want to struggle. We definitely want emotional pain. But sometimes we just have to go through stuff. You know what I mean? It's hard. So I want this to be a positive live stream. But therapy is hard, man. Like it requires a lot of hard work. I'm just whatever. I think I'm a little like it's like gray outside. Here, let me show you the view. Look how gray it is. It's kind of raining too. That's Main Street in Westcliffe. Right there, that's Main Street. Right? Not to get people. All of a sudden there's people. It's a nice little town. The mountains are that way. Sangre de Cristo Mountains. So, yeah, Janice. You've been there for conferences? Hey, what do you do for work? What do you do for work? I'm curious. You've been to Colorado Springs and Boulder. That's nice. That's pretty neat. Hey, Kat, are you around? There's 4 people watching. What do you do for work? What's your location? Let's just talk about whatever. Okay. One guy waved at me. This is a small town. People are friendly. I'm a small town kind of guy. I'm a low stress kind of guy. You know, I only live like 5 blocks away in that direction. And, you know, on an average day, I just work from home, out of my living room, go outside and sit in my hammock, look at my aspen trees. I'm just I don't know. I'm not a city guy. So anyway, people wave at each other. It's real common to be walking down Main Street or people just talk to each other. Nice work. So, oh, by the way, speaking of small towns and rural living and all that kind of stuff, that's one benefit to doing therapy by video. It's called telehealth. You don't have to drive to a big city. Plus, it might be like 100 miles or like 2-3 hour drive to get to a bigger town that has therapists. You could see a client, you could see a therapist from your home. So that's one big advantage is if you live in a rural area, you can see a therapist by video. So I guess the advantage for me is I can live in a rural area and you can live in a city. You don't have to drive to me. So it's just a thought. Some people like doing the in-person therapy. Totally understandable. So, but it works for me to do it by video. So, and then plus, if I had an office here in Westcliffe, it's too small of a town, and I would be running into people too much. It's just better off if I'm seeing people all over the world. So, shout out to my British and German clients. I have a little flurry of European clients that I'm working with. It's a joy to work with them. Love love my international clients. It's just wonderful to serve. And, you know, the Americans are a little, you just think we're the center of the world. We're not at all. And you know what I mean? Anyway, it's great. So I always tell my clients, I'm like, I'm sorry for my American accent. They have to speak English. It's the only rule. They have to speak English. You know, but so I had one guy not I won't say what country, but he saw my last name and he was like, I knew you were an Italian. I'm like, well, an Italian American. You know, I'm like I just said, look, I'm totally American, for better or worse. That's what I am. But like Italian is my last name. At least the past however long generations come from Italy. So there you go. All right, let's get back on topic. PTSD. Yeah, Janice, it's really great. Thank you. Let's talk about post-traumatic stress disorder. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Here's like the best general advice, wisdom I can say. Here's the problem with trauma. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about their own trauma. Most of the time, it depends. Everybody's different. But in general, it can be really hard to talk about. And trauma can affect a person's brain chemistry, the nervous system, and there's other aspects where it's almost like your body tells you, don't go there, don't talk about it. It can be really hard. Sometimes it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of patience. Anyway, so like my one warning or advice is like, don't quit. I see many people dropping out of therapy or quitting, or it's like it gets too hard, or there's just some aspect of quitting too soon. And I just want to encourage you, you can heal, you can absolutely heal. I have my own traumatic experiences, and I've had them as adults. That's a long story. I could go on, but anyway, post-traumatic stress disorder, and that is an anxiety disorder. And so it can fuel anxiety symptoms, it can fuel depression symptoms, it can affect your relationships. And there's still too much of a stigma around it. I just wanted to put PTSD in the title today. So if you got questions, or I don't know, it's a little funny because I don't want to get too specific, or because it really does come down to the person. But anyway. Hey, is there like by the way, let me just, are people able to comment? Is there like a pause? Let me just see this. I'm gonna wait, actually here, I'm on this. Okay, it says there's 4 people watching. All right, officially now I have another window open watching. It's only 3 people watching. It's okay though. Anyway, hello to everybody. Here we can talk about Colorado. When was the last time you were in our Rocky Mountain state? You got some sort of cowboy country music going. It's very appropriate. Oh, Janice, you're in the healing touch field. Hey, I absolutely believe in massage therapy. I see a massage therapist. Yeah. I've even told people for my clients with trauma, or they've got healing challenges, and it's hard for them to talk. It's understandable. No pressure from me. Why not go see a massage therapist? Because I swear to you, when I sit on a massage table, and Sarah, what's her name? Sarah, she works my muscles. I don't know how it all works together, the body, the mind, and the soul. But I know I'm healing and I'm getting relaxation. It totally can be healing to just sit on a massage table. You know what I mean? So I always just throw that out there sometimes to my clients with, what about getting a massage? Are there other kinds of healing touch modalities? Janice, I really like that. You know what I mean? So you go, girl. You go, Janice. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put these stickers back. These stickers are part of the display. I'm going to get more Colorado stickers. And then I'm going to bring them back, right? Actually, I'll take you with me. I'm going to take you with me. Put these stickers back. Okay, let's see. Here. I really like that heart one. This one. Ooh, okay, this one. This one. Ooh, I like this sticker. This sticker. Hot chocolate. Ooh, this one. I got a bunch. What's this? This is funny. Oh, this is funny. Okay, I got a bunch. I got a bunch of stickers. Look, they got. Wait, let me show you something. Still a bunch of shirts here. To the Westcliffe, Colorado. Here's a nice one. Westcliffe, Colorado. Very nice. I got a hat here. It says Rocky Mountain. Very nice. Ooh, look at this. Colorado on my mind. That's the columbine. That's the state flower. Very nice. Ooh, here we go. Just here. Ooh. Just here for the mountains. Ain't that nice? Very nice mug. Very nice. Take a hike. Literally. Yeah, that's right. You go take a hike. Price of this. $19.95. It's a nice mug. Dark. It's like a nice green. Okay, let me. Very nice place they got here. If you're just tuning in, I'm here at the Sugar Lump Coffee Shop in Westcliffe, Colorado. This is where I live. And I'm just doing a live stream talking about therapy topics. I am a therapist in LPC in Colorado and having a good time. Having a good time. Okay, well, let me see. Yeah. Healing Beyond Borders. Janice, this is cool. I'm going to go check that out. Go put a website link. I want to check it out. Okay. All right. I got more stickers. I'm pretty sure they serve tea. I think they serve tea. Yeah, it's not just coffee. They got tea and little sandwiches, and I'm pretty sure they got tea. Menu. Where's the menu? Where is it? Somewhere back there. There you go. Sugar Lump. They got lots of Westcliffe shirts. So go check it out. Okay. All right. I got more stickers. Westcliffe, Colorado. Look at that bear. This is really pretty. Nice little colorful. It's not quite a rainbow, but it's whatever. Westcliffe. That's our totem. Bear. There you go. There you go. Westcliffe, baby. Okay. Hike. Go take a hike. All right, so there you go. It's nice. These are all $3.95. You come to the Sugar Lump in Westcliffe. It's $3.95 for each of these. Okay. Have some coffee, buy a Westcliffe shirt, get a sticker. You might run into a weirdo like me. Okay. Here's another Westcliffe color. This one's on my car. This one's on the back of my car. Westcliffe, Colorado. Right there. There's some better ones. This is funny. I don't like you either. It's a broccoli. I love that. That's so great. Poor broccoli. The broccoli feels rejected. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right. Here's one. It's a nice standard Colorado sticker. Very nice mountain scene. Very nice. Very blue. Very blue. Let's see. This one's kind of bland. It's basic, but gotta promote the Westcliffe, Colorado. All right. Really, our town gets really busy in the summer. All the people in Texas, Oklahoma, Arizona, Kansas, they don't get a lot of scenery out there. And they come to have mountains and cooler temperatures. It's beautiful. It's Westcliffe. Okay. Country as cornbread. A little funny. I wouldn't put this on my car. Country as cornbread. There you go. It's actually, it needs like a cornbread muffin thing or something. Cornbread muffin on it. Rocky Mountain National Park, Colorado. Right there, baby. There you go. Those are all the stickers I got. Which one do you like the best? The broccoli, blue, Colorado, red and blue, Colorado, hike, the bear. You probably like the bear. Hey, Janice, I really appreciate it. Right, here's the thing. Janice, I do my live streams whenever I have time and energy at the same time. That's my issue. I actually have a break right now. I've got 1 hour and 8 minutes before my next session. Okay. So like on my days off, I usually in the mountains hiking or doing whatever. All right. I'm trying to do videos on my days off. Then on my work days, sometimes I've got 5, 6. One day I had 8 clients last week. I forget what day it was. And anyway, I'm way too tired to do any kind of videos or topics about anything. So, like, the other thing too is I don't want to schedule it because then I feel pressure to do it. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes I'm just too tired. You know what I mean? And I don't want to do a live stream if I'm grumpy. You know what I mean? So the bear. This is a really good one. I've never seen a bear in Westcliffe. It's a good thing. So I've seen him in Manitou Springs. So There you go. Westcliffe Mountains. Which one's? Oh, the Westcliffe. Yeah, this one's a nice one. It's nice. These are a nice one. I got this on the back of my car. It's a good one. Yeah, it's a good one. All right. I remember being 21 years old. I was kind of a troubled punk, spoiled brat. I was seeing a therapist. And this is when I was still living in New Jersey with my parents. And I remember going in her office, and she just had like a little sweet kind of like a small one-room office. She had some nice furniture, some decorations. This was a pleasant office. And I was like, this sounds like such a cool job. She just sits in this lovely little office, just talks to people, tries to help them. I was like, I mean, I just remember somewhere inside, it was probably more subconscious, but I was like, that sounds like such a cool job. You know what I mean? It wasn't until I was age 27 or 8 that the light bulb went up, and flickered, and was like, you should be a therapist. You know? It's been the greatest and hardest journey, working as a therapist. I love it though. I love it so much. Yeah. Janice. Hey, Janice, here. I want to send you. I do have a personal YouTube channel. I'm trying not to mix work and personal too much, but I do. Here's like a video of like on Sunday, I went on a hike. I just put a link in the chat section down there. You can go check out my hike. It was a really nice little hike. Every Sunday, I work a little bit on Sunday evenings, and sometime on Sunday morning, early afternoon, I do a hike. And it's got to be a day hike kind of thing. But so stay tuned. Like I'm going to be hiking a lot, and I do my bike rides. So you're welcome to check out my personal channel. But that's my latest hike. Everybody, I just shared it. Actually, let me just share it again. Hike in Texas Creek. There's an area called Texas Creek, like about 25 miles north of here. I went up this little mountain. It was pretty cool. So that's all. Pretty cool. I want to talk about therapy topics. I don't have my legal pad. I am out of my comfort zone. Oh my gosh. Good stuff. Janice, we got to partner up. I'll send my clients to you for the healing touch. Send them to me for sort of the emotionally based, talk things out aspect of therapy. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Before we finish, I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to show you the stickers on my car. And trust, my car's right out there. I'm going to show you the stickers I got on there. So you could stalk me, I suppose. But there you go. It's always like a random question to ask, but the therapist to me is always like, if my clients get stuck during therapy, the question I sometimes ask is, what's the hardest thing that's ever happened to you? What's the most offensive thing that's ever happened to you? Your story matters. Your story really matters. You know, what have you had to overcome in your life? What are some of your hopes and dreams you still hope to achieve? No matter how crazy it is, you know what I mean? Are you brave enough to talk about it? What's the most offensive thing that's ever happened to you? You know? Oh, got a comment here. Yeah. You got it, Janice. You got it, Janice. That's cool. Yeah. All right. So, that's right, Janice. I've seen you on my personal channel. So I'm just keeping this strictly about therapy. Hi, I'm Steve. I'm a therapist. Blah, blah, blah. Midnight Cactus. I don't even know. It's probably not a good name, but I don't care. I just was not going to overthink the name. And Midnight Cactus just feels good. Yeah. Well, Janice, that's right. I do have to earn my clients' trust. I don't take that lightly. I tell my clients very directly, I don't expect you to just open up right away to me. If you do, that's great. But I do understand sometimes I have to earn your trust. I have to earn your respect. I have to show that I'm safe, you know. But yeah, those are kind of some of the questions to at least think about. Like, what are some of the hardest things you've had to go through? What are some of the most offensive things? What's the most offensive thing you've ever been through? What are your hopes and dreams? You know what I mean? What are you really strong in? Like, what are your strengths? My clients that maybe they struggle with self-esteem or something like that. And I just find out they're like a master piano player or they're really good at teaching people how to fly fish, something random like that. It's like, oh my gosh, you're so gifted. You can make a difference in the world. You know what I mean? And we just have this tendency to shoot ourselves down and tell ourselves we're not good enough. Whatever that negative narrative is in our head, you know. Yeah. Midnight Cactus. It works. It works. Maybe it's just memorable. I don't know. But there you go. There you go. Oh man. My gosh, I've gone for 48 minutes. You hear that machine? Making something back there. They're making something. I don't know what they're making. It's a nice place. Nice little place. By the way, right next door to me, like literally right here, is this antique cash register. Look at this thing. I don't know if I'm allowed to touch it. Looks like I shouldn't. Look at this. Look at the dollar buttons. It's pretty neat. I think it's like sturdy. A little bit broken down there, but national. It's a national cash register. Very neat. That little thing on there. That's some kind of numerical code. There you go. Ain't that neat? Oh, back in the 1970s? I was a little kid in the 70s. I was born in 71. I remember 1 cent gumball machines at the supermarket. 1 cent, you could get a little gumball. You know what I mean? Then it was like 5 cents. You know? Good old days. The good old days. maybe the good old days weren't so good, or I don't know. There you go. Yeah, having a good time. People watching right now. People watching. I think I've been working. I did a lot. I did a short where I talked about nothing changes if nothing changes. I think that was it. And I was like,